Hallo zusammen, zurück bei Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. Wir haben den befragt, Wer mir noch fehlt, ist hier dieser Bahnhofstyp. Da ist er.
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions. Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
So, untersuchen wir ihn mal. Also dann Vorschriften.
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I have worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is... Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not. The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
Versicherung abgeschlossen von Thomas L. Robinson für seinen Prototyp mit der Bezeichnung autonomer Stromgenerator. Diese Versicherung deckt den Totalschaden oder den wirtschaftlichen Totalschaden am Prototyp bis zu einer Höhe von 50% des Gegenstandswerts. Maximale Deckungssumme 15.000 Pfund. Versicherungsdauer 1 Jahr, verlängerbar. So, jetzt haben wir hier die Leute, die wir interviewt haben. da fehlt. Und die Beweise.
A telegraph.
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
Und gucken wir mal, was wir als nächstes machen sollen. Finden Sie heraus, was der Sonderwagen transportierte. Na, haben wir doch schon. Da muss ich jetzt den Robinson nochmal anquatschen.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from
I
doing.
apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
I see that you kept your gripsack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
Untersuchen Sie am Bahnhof von Brillington die Reisetasche. Okay. Dann gucken wir mal, wo die ist. Also, wie wir da hinkommen. Hier, Luggage.
Railway post bags.
So.
This gripsack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Of course.
So, Geschäftsunterlagen.
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully. An exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller.
Abblättern, okay. Nochmal
Yet another
Exklusivvertrag.
exclusive sales contract.
Hong Kong.
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
Na, auch
Yet
ein.
another. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
So, jetzt können wir Spielchen. Nee. Zug war schon mit allen. So, das war hier Unfall. Die Chilenen blieben rein zufällig an Bord des Zugs. Der Kontrolleur könnte sie übersehen haben. Oder die Besitzer der chilenischen Firma Barcasas wurden vorsätzlich an Bord des Zugs gelassen. Der Kontrolleur ließ alle Fahrgäste bis auf die Chilenen aussteigen. So, gucken wir weiter. Nee, auch nicht. Keine Spuren vom Zug. Nee, auch nicht. Robinson und sein Opfer. Der Verlust des Prototyps ist eine Katastrophe für Mr. Robinson. Auch wenn er den Betrug geplant hat, hat er viel mehr verloren, als er entschädigt werden könnte. Die Versicherung deckt nicht den Gesamtwert der Maschine. Nee, okay. Sonderwagen und der Prototyp. Robinsons Motiv: Aufgrund der Versicherung und von mehreren betrügerischen Exklusivverträgen wird der Verlust des Prototyps Mr. Robinson eine hohe Geldsumme einbringen. Kann natürlich sein, dass ich jetzt auch erstmal kombinieren sollte. Ja gut, ob das jetzt irgendwas bringt. Gucken wir mal, ob wir mit dem nochmal reden können.
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
It's a scandal. An absolute outrage. Don't touch anything, please.
Na, was hat uns hier zu sagen? Was ist das hier? Kann man da reingehen? Nee, schade. Ein Fahrrad. So, Was müssen wir jetzt machen? Warehouse. Naja, hier irgendwas Besonderes? Eigentlich gerade nicht, glaube ich. Nee. Schade. Hinten aber noch ein kleines. Nee, doch nicht. Burlington. Da sind wir gerade. Chesterfield. Da waren wir noch nicht. Gehen wir mal da rein. Schauen wir, ob uns hier einer was sagen kann.
A fishing advertisement.
Oh, super.
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code. but apparently not.
A telegraph.
How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up. Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
What? The 18-hour 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
Gucken wir uns erstmal an, bevor wir die Fragen stellen. Gerötete Nase. Saubere Kleidung. Eine Angelschnur. Auch ein Ehering. Was habe ich jetzt übersehen? Angelschnur? Halt das was. Ach, der Flachmann. Jetzt fragen wir ihn mal.
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
Ich erinnere mich an den Zugversicherungsschein zur Zusammenstellung. Nee, schade. Nochmal, okay.
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
So, was? Chest, keine Spuren, Telegramm. Okay, so. Passierte Chesterfield. Der Zug hat im Bahnhof passiert, auch wenn der Bericht des Bahnhofsvorstehers unleserlich ist und Fragen aufwirft. Der Zug kam nie in Chesterfield an. Der Bahnhofsvorsteher war betrunken und seine Aussage ist zweifelhaft. Er könnte den Bericht gesendet haben, ohne dass er den Zug sah. Dann haben wir das. So. Irgendwie alles noch keine Verbindung raus. Was sind unsere Aufgaben? Untersuchen Sie sorgfältig den Bahnhof von Chesterfield. Na, dann mal los. Da rein geguckt.
Locked. There is no sense in asking the station master to open it. We shall have to pick the lock. These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them. Railway post bags. Bags were recently dragged here.
Oha.
French wine, a remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage. They were likely taken from the parcels.
Shameful.
Haben sich schon ein paar Weinflaschen rausgezählt.
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere. Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights. And heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
So, das war abgeschlossen. Können wir mal den Typi fragen. Also das ist hier schon. Das könnte man verknüpfen, natürlich. So, gehen wir mal nochmal zu dem Typen.
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink. And whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
So, die demontierte Dresine scheint mit unserem Rätsel zu hängen. Bauen wir die Dresine wieder zusammen, um zu sehen, ob man sie für einen Zug halten könnte. Das heißt, wir gehen da wieder hin.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Ach so.
I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the appropriate object here.
Was soll denn das sein hier?
I should use the appropriate object here.
Ja, legen wir den mal weg hier. Rad. Nochmal ein anderes Rad. Da hinten hin. Kann ich das irgendwie drehen? Wieso kann ich denn das gerade nicht drehen? So, ein Rastrad für kleines Zahnrad. Kleines Zahnrad. Jetzt geht's, okay. So, hier haben wir einen Handhebel. So, dahin. Ich kann dieses Rad hier nicht hinten. Da irgendwo kommt es doch nochmal hin. Da hinten.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Ich krieg diese Draht da nicht ran. Das wird er aber auch noch irgendwie ran müssen. Wenn sie das so drehen. Ach so, Moment.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Ah, so. Was haben wir hier? Bremsgelenk.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Das heißt, wir brauchen so ein Brems-Dings. Bremse, da ist sie. Müssen wir überhaupt gucken, was hier noch rumliegt. Denn die scheint ja noch nicht ganz... Hier fehlt ja was. Ah, hier ist es. Jetzt haben wir es.
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson, I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle. We need to attach a headlight and a steam whistle.
Ja, ja. Ich weiß. Achso. Escape. Ich glaube, da lag noch was im Schuppen. Eine Lampe habe ich jedenfalls gesehen. Hier, da.
I need something long for the headlight to be attached.
Wir sind also doch noch nicht fertig. Jetzt brauchen wir noch eine Stange oder sowas. Riesenstiel, Riesenstange.
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight. The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher.
Ein Feuerlöscher. Okay, wie soll ich den jetzt halten? Liegt der hier im Bauch rum? Hier auf dem Tisch.
The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. The steam whistle is ready to be used.
Na Mensch.
Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So, such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
Huh. At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
So, ich nehme hier noch was. Zugattrappe. Ja. Sein Archiv, ja, wo hat er das denn? Nee, da kommen wir gar nicht raus. So, das war Kutsche. Ah, hier war. Oder? Nee. Falsche Kutsche.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
Okay, nach oben geht's auf, alles klar. Halt.
Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station.
Na Mensch, da haben wir ja schon eine Menge rausgefunden. Ich würde sagen, schauen wir uns beim nächsten Mal an. Das gleich. Wir können da noch kurz hinfahren. Und ja, da eine Eisenbahnweiche. Wie es weitergeht, schauen wir uns dann an. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Bis bald wieder. Tschüssi.